Hey, what's good, champions? Arian, Tyson here. Listen, I wanted to shoot this video because I have had a lot of time this weekend to just ride around and be able to just process a lot of stuff. And there's a lot of things that are going on that don't sit well with me. And this morning I woke up with the understanding that you have to let go of things that you cannot control. And when you come to that realization, there are certain things that happen when you let go of the uncontrollable. I've had a lot of information dropped on me yesterday. A lot of personal stuff that I'm not going to get into that is beyond my control, but it got dumped on me all at once. And I know that I'm not the only person that that's happened to. But long story short, yesterday was not a good day. It was not a good day whatsoever. But today is a new day. I have a different perspective on the multiple situations that got dumped on me. And I know how to proceed going forward. And so I want to share with you some thoughts. I just want to get you to think about some things as you go about your day, as you begin to start this new week, because it's important that we learn the lessons that come with letting go of the things that you cannot control. So if you get value from this video, feel free to like, comment, and share this video. So having said all that, let's begin. In life, you have to accept what is, you have to let go of what was, and you have to have faith in your journey. It is always necessary to accept when some part of your life has reached its inevitable end. Closing the door, completing the chapter, turning the page, etc. It doesn't matter what you title it. What matters is that you find the strength to leave in the past those little parts of your life that are over. It's all about embracing the truth. What has happened is uncontrollable. But what you do now changes everything. Now, of course, knowing this and actually living a lifestyle that reinforces this truth are two very different things. Letting go is not easy. It is a journey that is traveled one day at a time. But if you stick with it, here's what your journey will ultimately teach you. In this video, I'm going to share 4 things that it teaches you. If you stick with it, here's what your journey will ultimately teach you. Number 1, the most powerful changes happen in your life when you decide to take control of what you do have power over instead of craving control over everything that you don't have power over. It is not your responsibility to try to mold somebody into your image. It is not your responsibility. And it is not a person's responsibility to be responsible for your happiness. Happiness is an inside job. I don't care if you're single. I don't care if you're married. I don't care if you're divorced. I don't care if you're widowed. Nobody is responsible for your happiness but you. It is an inside job. It starts with you. And if you don't realize that you need to go through life being happy, you're discounting yourself. You owe more to yourself. So don't put that power in someone else's hands. That's one of the hardest lessons that life taught me. And I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're a relative. I don't care if we're under the same roof. Nobody is responsible for my happiness but me. That's point number one. Point number two, most people make themselves unhappy simply by finding it impossible to accept life just as it is presenting itself right now. When you're someone who constantly wants more, you never learn how to be content, and you never learn the importance of being thankful for what you have right now, or being a steward, a good steward over what you have right now. You begin to take a lot of things and a lot of situations for granted. So it's okay to take a step back if it's going to propel you forward. But people have this mentality that they don't want to go back. They don't want to take a step back. They want to keep going, all gas, no brakes. Brakes are necessary. That's why they were created. Otherwise, you're going to lose control, and your circumstances are going to change you for the worst instead of the better. Point number three. If you worry too much about what might be and worry too long about what might have been, you will ignore and completely miss what is. I'm going to say it again. If you worry too much about what might be and wonder too long about what might have been, you will ignore and completely miss what is. People are too caught up in fantasies. People chasing $1 million ideas when you don't even know how to manage your own finances with the money that you have now. What are you talking about? You would squander $1 million because you don't know how to manage the money that you have now. And then finally, point number four, when you are lost in worry, it is easy to mistake your worries for reality instead of recognizing they are just thoughts. Mindfully letting go is the remedy. People don't know how to let go of stuff. Even when people apologize, and don't get it twisted. Folks don't like to apologize nowadays because they think it's beneath them to apologize. Or they'll try to justify what their actions or thought process was, instead of just apologizing and moving on. But I've even seen people that even when they apologize, they get stuff thrown back in their face. So they throw their hands up and say, what is the point if all you're going to do is throw it back in my face? You don't always got to get the last word. You ain't always got to say every little thing that's on your mind. There is a time to speak up and there's a time to shut up. And that's what folks don't understand in the times that we live in. Because they sit up and they take shots, personal shots, as if the person doesn't know who you're talking about. But what I've learned is people acting childish is at an all-time high. And you see it on social media more than ever before. That is one of the very reasons why for over a year, almost a year and a half now, I have not been on social media. Why? Because I'm not led by my emotions, but that doesn't mean I'm devoid of them. And subconsciously, men are walking around believing with a lot of circumstantial evidence showing that their feelings don't matter. So why would they even talk about it? This is the life, these are the times that we live in. And as a wise man once said, these are the times that try men's souls. So I wanted to share that with you today, just to give you something to think about. I hope that it was of value to you. If it was, feel free to like, comment, and share this video. If you haven't already done so, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hit the notification bell so that you can get notified of when I upload new content. Thank you so much to those who have recently subscribed. Thank you so much to those who continue to rock with me. And understand, even if you're going through something right now, trouble don't last always. And there's a lesson for everything that happens. It is incumbent upon you to learn the lesson. As always, in life, you have two choices. You can make moves or you can make excuses, but you most certainly cannot do both. Is yours truly, Arian Tyson, and I will talk to you on the next one. Peace.